Hey y'all, it's CherokeeStarfish, and welcome back. We have what is ironically not the worst incarnation of Dungeons & Dragons, because 4th edition is still out there somewhere poisoning the water table. It's Drakkhen. So, I thought we would start off this stream with a little treat for y'all. I posted some of this information on Twitter, like I said that I would during the first episode, but I wanted to actually go ahead and share with you some of what I described then, because I realized that it can be confusing, especially with all the different translations and ports of this game, and particularly because the Super Nintendo version is so different. And again, I do urge you to check that out for yourself. If you're watching on YouTube, there is a link down in the description of the video below where you can get this game, but it will be the DOS port. If you can find the Super Nintendo version, definitely play it. It's worth it because it is very different. So the plot for this version is given in the instruction manual, and that's really the only place that it's given. But since last episode was us kind of acclimating to the game and me figuring out how this port worked, I wanted to start this one off by really clarifying what the heck it is that we're doing here. So, the instruction manual says, "The universe, as we, the Draconian people, know it, is threatened by the dragons who control the forces of nature, earth, water, air, and fire. These dragons have stolen the Drakkhen's 8 tiers, stone gems which represent all the forces of magic in the universe." Is there another kind of gem other than stone? I guess those fake ones you get for like Halloween or to put in the bottom of fish tanks. The tiers have been evenly distributed to the princes and princesses of the dragons of nature, each of these dragons having 1 son and 1 daughter, giving a total of 8. It is your mission to gather the 8 gems, which represent the blessing of that particular prince or princess. Upon receiving the 8th gem, and having read the 4 incantations of the dragons, you may present to the dragons each of the gems or blessings of the princes and princesses. At this point, the dragons must concede their evil control of the magic in the universe, as they have no heirs to succeed them. Thus, control of the universe can be restored to the benevolent and magical Drakkhen. So yeah, this is wildly different from the Super Nintendo version of the plot, which went through like linguistic telephone, through like French, Japanese, English, and maybe a couple of other steps. However, obtaining these gems is complicated by the 2 distinctly different political parties of the princes and princesses. One party is friendly and helpful to the Draconian people's cause, the Draconians, of course, being who we're playing, the humans. The other party would like to see the reign of the evil dragons continue. Therefore, you may have to kill some of the princes or princesses, while others will help you in your cause. They might give you their gem in return for tasks performed for the benefit of the League of the 9th tier. This is the coalition of those princes and princesses who sympathize with your cause. The Alliance of Fire would like to be the successors of the evil dragons. It will be absolutely necessary that you play the game very sequentially. Yes, this game is an open world game that is still on rails, right? That is, you must do what you are told and in the order in which you are told. The renegade warrior will not be successful in his mission, as he will need the aid of some of the princes or princesses. If a particular prince or princess has already been killed, their help is rendered impossible. Be careful who you attack. Many inhabitants on the island of the Drakkhen are very strong and do not like human intervention in what they see to be dragon matters. Take care not to enter a castle that you are not ready to enter, and you will always be prompted, sometimes very obscurely, so keep careful attention as to what castle you must go to next. Such places as the tavern, the weaponsmith, the temples, and any other non-royal places may be entered at any time and do not pose a threat to your mission. In fact, help may be found in these places, but they are not at all mandatory to complete the game. So, there you go. That's the story. So, right? Yeah, I'm confused too. actually, because this is very foreign to the version of the plot that I know. So, yeah. So basically, there are 4 really powerful dragons, or like dragon gods, who control the 4 classical elements. And they have stolen these 8 magical gems which represent the forces of magic. So there's like a positive and negative earth gem, and a positive and negative air gem, and so on. So think of them kind of like the crystals or orbs from Final Fantasy, right? They govern control of the elements, and they belong to everybody, but these 4 dragons have stolen them, and they have distributed them amongst their sons and daughters to keep control. So your job is to gather all 8 of them again in order to banish those 4 dragons, or force them to give up their hold, and that way the universe will return to balance. Magic will be free for everybody again, you know, and good returns to the world, or whatever. So, honestly, yeah, I mean, like, they took them the first time, right? So, like, if we take them, then it's ours. And this is what we're going to be using to do it. Again, I posted this on Twitter, so you can follow me over there to check these images out, but this is what you have to learn to do in order to actually use the spellcasting classes or spellcasting abilities of the different classes. You can see the different, like, rune translations over here in their sort of made-up language. And in the original Amiga version, the Atari version, and here in the DOS version, those are the names of the spells, so you just have to learn to recognize them. Thankfully, in the SNES port, they are just called what they are, so they're just called, like, invisibility and unlock and so on. But yeah, exactly. Thank you, Mayroon. That's my face every time that I have to cast a spell in this game. So yeah, you have to learn a whole other language to play this game properly, or at the very least you have to learn how to recognize some of the symbols at a glance. So if the keys worked properly, but all of the hotkeys don't, and also you'll see here, this is an older game, you know, this is from 1989, so obviously they used the entire keyboard. Right? Oh my gosh, that's a game that I need to play, isn't it? Ooh. And another way in which the SNES port improved over the original is that we were given a map. Now, this image is a little bit blurry because there's not a really high quality version of it that I could find anywhere, and I don't have a manual with my cartridge, because the cartridge that I have is many, many years old, of course, and I got it used in the first place. So I've never actually seen a physical copy of the manual in person, but you can see it has some pretty cool artwork, right, that shows the island with the Land of Fire at the south and the Land of Air at the north, and you can see all 8 of the different castles there, and we are kind of in the lower middle part, where Hordthkhen's castle is to the right of the Firestones that split the realm of Earth in two, and Hordthkhen, his sister, her castle is on the western side on the left. So in the SNES version, you can just, like, push start or select to see a map, and it looks like this. And you get a little compass that shows you which direction you're facing, and you also have a glowing indicator that shows where the party is standing. We don't get that in this version. That is not a privilege that we have, unfortunately. So we just have to learn our way around by landmarks, which is, on the one hand, laughably difficult, but also there's really not much to the map. There are some hidden things out there, some little Easter eggs and stuff, but they're few and far between. So they kind of do, don't they? They kind of do. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get into this because I have spent enough time giving an introduction, so now we're going to actually start our quest for real. Now that we know our little polycule here, it's time for everybody to get on with it, and you will see that they look a little bit different than the last time that you saw them. I did pick up some additional armor and things, but don't worry. That is all stuff that, like, I'm going to show you where I got it and explain exactly like where it came from and how you can grab it for yourself, so you didn't miss much. So we have just broken into the palace of Prince Hordthkhen, the Prince of Earth, who is, in fact, a loser. Alright, first we're going to turn off these force fields. Of course, this is the alchemical, like, classical symbol for Earth, so you have to poke it with the use button to turn off the force fields. The only clue that you get is that he is the Prince of Earth. So, right, you've got bowl cut, and then you have, like, rocker hair. Like, entire species of low-flying birds have been lost in these mains. I do appreciate that the priest is like a redhead, though. Okay, so now we're gonna actually like get into this as sort of a let's play. So over here, there's not much. There's some swords on the wall. There's a guard attacking us. Now you'll note that just like last time, okay, I've got Tiff here set as the leader. She's gonna go into rooms first because she is the toughest. With her new armor and stuff, she's got 28 armor, which is not bad. You'll see that we found her some full plate, and I'm going to show you where that's at. I didn't go anywhere special in order to get that. There's not really much else in this room. You can go up here, and this is like a guard room with some more swords, which of course you remember this is where we got the swords in the last episode. And then this just loops back around, seeing comes out this doorway here. If we head this direction, over to the left, this is where we're going to find the old quest giver guy. Normally, we've already met him, of course, but he's the one who's like, go please take a message to Princess Hordthkhen and tell her that her brother has become too dangerous for the League of the 9th Tier to handle. Oop. Snake. There's a snake. Kill it. Sometimes the only way that you know that you've really been attacked is by virtue of the music like dulling down, and then you hear the thud of people hitting each other. Over in this direction, we have this like boardroom, I guess. Now, navigation can be kind of finicky. I have been practicing since the last episode a little bit, and you'll notice that I did a little bit of level grinding. So, Princess Orca. No, Princess Hordthkhen. Hordthkhen? It's like Hordtkha, I think. So, and like her brother is Hordthkhen. I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce it because I don't know what real world language maybe they were basing it off of. It looked like something Slavic. The way that you would have like stat at the end of a city name with the like DT. But anyway, so our Amazon here and our scout, Roger, were sucking up all of the experience points. Stop picking these up, we don't need them. Is that a new... No, okay. I'm trying to keep space in their backpack, so if we get something good, we'll be able to actually hang on to it. But they were sucking up all the experience points because you gain experience for taking successful actions in battle. So that's however you help, like casting heal spells or whatever. But if you kill a monster, and also just like the more actions that you take that are successful, like hits that actually land, then yeah, yes, it's basically just a bunch of glottal stops strung together. But so the more hits that you land, the more XP that you get, and then you get a bonus for actually landing the killing blow. So naturally, the Amazon and the Scout are going to automatically suck up most of your XP, and you're going to find your Magician and your Priest lagging behind. So I actually, to by the end of the episode last time, they were already like level 4, I think, or 5. So in order to have our spellcasters catch up, I actually had to basically turn the 2 of them off and just stand there while these 2 did all of the fighting and killing, which meant a lot of saving and loading to make sure that they got through the fights. But I finally managed to get them up to level 5 as well. You'll also notice big disparities in the experience points, like Jared here's got 4,700, while Rosalind has got 8,400, but they're both level 5. Likewise, Roger has 7,000, Tiffany's got over 10,000, and they're both level 6. So yes, this is like 2nd edition Dungeons and Dragons, where each of the different classes has a different XP track, and they do not level up at the same rate. Wonderful. Thankfully, though, in grinding out this experience by just basically standing in front of Hordthkhen's castle and letting random encounters come to us, I managed to pick up a shirt and a jacket. So, like, Roger finally got a shirt at last, much to all of our chagrin, I'm sure. He finally acquired a shirt. We got boots. We got a couple of shields. These are just light bucklers. They're like 1 point better than the bucklers that you get for free, or that we pulled off the wall here in the castle. So, yeah. Yes. Basically. You know, what is it they say? The higher the hair, the closer to a level up, you know. And I also managed to, off of a couple of the higher level guards here in the castle, they dropped a couple of magic rings. Now you'll notice that these rings are not labeled. They're just called ring, which is great. Only when you equip them do you actually see what they do, but we got a ring of recuperation, which this doubles the rate at which Tiffany recovers her hit points. We have a ring of protection, which drastically reduces the damage that Rosalind takes, and since she has the fewest hit points and the lowest armor class, I wanted to make sure that she's wearing that one. And that left Jared here with this Ring of the Sage, which you have to look at his intelligence over here. See, it's +2 to intelligence, so that makes his spells more powerful. Eventually, if we don't find a better version, we might swap and give this one to Rosalind once her AC goes up, because unfortunately, like, even as our person with all the most attack spells and stuff, her intelligence is not great. So she's got a high crit rate, but her base damage is going to be fairly low with her spells, so she's going to need a boost to intellect whenever we can provide it. But right now, it's got to be the protection. It has to be. Alright, so let's head on down this way. This is just the kitchen. There is a key over here. I think. Wait a minute. Is it? Oh. There we go. Did she not see it? It might be because we're in the dark. Oh, hey. You have anything to say? No? Okay. Always try talking to people first, and if they have something to say, then let them talk. There we go. C's key. So there has to be light. Turn the torch back off and save it for later, though, because they do run out. Come on, y'all. You have to be fairly precise when navigating. I was having some trouble last time, and you have to kind of click like right on the icon for the door to get anybody to go in. If you want to... Oh, see, and you can only have one accessory equipped at a time, too, so you'll notice that when I equip the torch, her ring unequipped likewise with the key. If you put a key on, it's going to take your ring off. So... I assume because they were employed there as a chef. That's my only guess. Here we go. Okay, so that used up the key. And sometimes you can only tell what version of a shield or some other equipment you've picked up by grabbing it with left click and seeing the icon. Like, this is just a regular buckler. So I'm just going to go ahead and toss it to make sure she still has room in her backpack. It will look like this when we pick it up if it's a shield upgrade. So, I'm going to go ahead and equip her. Oh, no, I clicked on the torch for a reason. Is there anything over here? No, it doesn't really look like it. So these are just rooms where random encounters can happen. Come on. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and put her ring back on because we don't really need to see in this room. There are torches everywhere. But you have to be fairly precise because people can kind of get stuck on geometry. Like, look, Roger's already lagging behind. Where are you at, dude? See, he's stuck on this barrel. Oh my gosh, how did you get back there? He cannot get out. Hilarious. Roger. Roger, please. Please. Buddy, I'm gonna need you to concentrate. There we go. Okay, thank goodness. Lord. Okay. But because that can happen, like, everybody's gonna follow the leader, whoever is selected, with the red dot. But you have to make sure that they actually are behind you. And again, you have to be fairly precise. Like, I'm clicking here kind of in the middle of the black doorway in order to actually, like, get them to go through. And you can see I'm still grabbing Rosa by mistake because she's standing there and her hitbox is, like, real big. There we go. Okay, everybody out of the pool. Maybe. I mean, he did come with no shirt, right? And what is a barbarian except somebody who's wearing fewer clothes than you, historically speaking? So... okay, now... there's another key over there. We will come back in a moment. There is an unlock spell, but... get out of the way, Jared. Come on, Tiffany. Get him. There we go. See, she cleared the room by herself. Now, this is something else that I practiced. I figured this out because I was worried that there was not a way to actually cast spells manually, and that kind of screwed us when we were getting poisoned by some enemies. So I found out what you can do. Like, this is lesser heal, or heal minor. So you have to have the spell set, have the caster selected, and then if you right-click on someone, what happens is it opens their inventory window. So you can't right-click on their portrait, and then you have to right-click again to get out, okay? You have to right-click on them over here in the game window. There we go. And that will actually cast the spell on them. So that's how you cast spells without having them on the automatic setting out of battle. So that way, if we need to cure poison or something like that, now we know how to do it. Yeah, in a way, I guess, because, like, it's kind of complicated. Yep, that is heal. That is heal. She just, because she's got the ring on, she healed from that little wound, I think, before he actually cast it, so we didn't get the message down here she'd recovered HP. Okay, let me see. I'm going to turn this off. Okay, so this is the fun part, right? Here we go. We're going to have Tiffany come over here. Now this is Prince Hordthken's bedchamber. Oop. Get him, guys. Get him. Get him. Get him. There we go. Hey. So, Prince Hordthken himself is in the next room. If you go in there with attack mode on at this level with the equipment that we have and stuff like that, he will just kill you because he's too powerful. So we need to go in here and speak with him. Talk to him once. Wait, if you accomplish a mission for me, then I will spare your miserable lives. Okay, what is it? Go and tell my sister Princess Hordthken that I would like to see her. Bring me her reply. Her palace is to the east. Okay. So now we actually have a quest. Did we pick up anything? We picked up a jacket that we don't need. This is another one of the robes that the priest has here. Is keeping it because it might be valuable to sell. Pick up. Oh, hey, we got a shield upgrade. See, look. If I pick this one up, it's just a crummy one. This one's actually pretty good. Let's see. They both have 48 hit points and 28 protection. I'm actually going to give this to her. See, and it'll bump her up to 29, just because where she's in front, she gets attacked more often. Anybody else pick anything up? No. And we have to be careful, because if we die here in the castle, well, we'll have to go through the whole thing again. You have to do castles in one shot if you want to completely clear them, because you cannot save inside a dungeon. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to set Rosa to leader so that Tiffany is by herself. We're going to go in here. There's a doorway over here behind Hordthkhen. And there's a key, which I'm going to steal. Come here. Did you get it already? Yeah, okay. She picked it up. Now, when I go back in here, honestly, 5 minutes peace. Thank you. When I go back in here, hopefully Hordthkhen should have moved. And you can see this suit of armor behind him. And you can go up here to the wall and say says my pack is full. But you can take that, and it is in 2 pieces, the top and bottom piece. So that is where we got these cuirasses and greaves, because I came back and forth inside several times in order to make sure that we got one for everybody. You'll see that the scout and the Amazon can wear both the top and bottom halves. Our priest can wear the greaves, and you could see hilariously how it fits with his robe. Like, it just, these metal pants just stack over top of his robe. But he cannot wear the cuirass, at least not this type. And unfortunately, Rosalind cannot wear any of it. So, come on, folks. Okay. The door is locked. Yes, it is. We're going to equip a key, and then you have to click on the door, and that takes you through to the next room and unlocks it. Alright, let's struggle our way over here. We're going to head down in here. These guys with, like, the golden armor are higher level enemies. They're fairly powerful. See, and look how much money they drop. And usually, they will have something good as well. Did anybody get anything? Typically, the person who lands the killing blow will be the one who picks it up. Okay. Come on over here, Tiffany. So. Alright, born of earth and water, the blue elixir lies in its father's belly. Sure. And this one over here, you can see the tiny, like, red sort of dot where blood happened. I think you had to read both of them. It's not saying anything, though. That's fine. Sure. Why not? There we go. The head turns smoothly. So this opens a secret door elsewhere in the castle. Oh, horrible giant scorpions. Come on, everybody, gang up. There we go, fireballs. That used up, like, all of her MP, but we did kill the giant scorpions. And there's nothing else in this room, it looks like. I don't see anything else. So I'll go ahead and put this ring back on. Hey! Rosalind killed that snake. Let's getting late outside. Let's head back out through here and find that secret door. Or was it? I can't remember. It looks like there's a door back there, but there is not. Not here. Jared. There we go. Excuse me. Okay, back out this way. Uh-oh, we're missing some. Come on. Where'd Roger get himself stuck? Roger, you fool. He's the scout. He has the worst pathfinding. It's so funny. Okay. Where is that secret door? Obviously not there. It must be this way? Maybe? Yeah. They really tried. You can see there, like, she's kind of got the pixelated Lara Croft effect going on in the long hair. Oop. Get him. Get him. Get him. Y'all. Y'all, he cannot be that tough. There we go. Thank goodness gracious. Let's see. Where did that secret door open? It might be down in the kitchens, maybe. Let's go see. And let's actually watch this. See? Come on. You have to actually, like, hit. You can see his MP going down. That is the heal spell. He's literally missing. The aiming is really finicky. And I have found that you kind of have to be sort of like down and to the left. There we go. See, look. Gains 4 hit points. 4 more. 4 more. There we go. Can we heal? Let's move Rosa over here as well. There we go. See? I figured it out. So now, you know how to do the same thing. Ooh, extra shirt, extra rod. That's basic equipment, which is why I am just tossing it. But you'll see that, like, the cuirass greave that Rosalind was unable to use, I kept so that we could sell it to a merchant or something. Right? See, yeah, you remember. It's, just like Antara all over again. Okay, over here maybe? Can't find it. I remember that opening a secret door. Y'all saw me pull the switch. I just don't know where it is. Nothing interesting. Fair enough. Turn our torch off. I think that they, yeah, it's well hidden. Thank you for that, Crow. But, I think that torches are basically infinitely reusable. as long as you keep turning them off and turning them back on again, so to speak. Okay, well, it has to be up here then. This is where we were. But, yeah, you know, in some games, it sort of tracks your usage. Is it not over here? So that way as torches get used up over time, even if you, even if you, like, turn them off and turn them back on, then they will still count against the total amount of time that the torch can burn. But in this one, I don't think that they do that. Where else have we not checked? Over in Hordthkhen's chamber, I guess. Let's make sure everybody got out okay. There's Roger. Where's Jared? How did you get hung up on a bookcase? I'm not directing him now, by the way. I got him out from behind the bookcase, and now he's just following where he's supposed to go, so... Oops. It has to be over here. I bet it's in that room behind Hordthkhen. It's taken so long that everybody's MP has filled back up, which is fine with me. This is an enchanted door, by the way, which will, like, attack you if you get too close and take a bite out of you and deal damage. Excuse us, Prince. Ah, here we go. This is it. There we go. Let's see what we're fighting here. It's another one of these guards with the spiky armor. There we go. Check this out. See nothing interesting. I disagree. Shall we go right? Or shall we go down to the left? Oh. Who has another torch? Honestly, need to start using the light spell. Yeah, I kind of feel like that, honestly. Ho-ho! Did you see that? Oh my gosh, that almost killed her. There's a trap here, you step on that, and... that stalactite fell. Whew! Look how much damage that did. If she had not been leveled up. That would have blasted her completely out of existence. Oh, it's a swarm of rats. Oh. Another one of these tough guards. We can take him, though, thankfully, with our new equipment and our level ups. Is there anything good down here? I'm not seeing anything. And I wonder... let me see if we have the light spell. We should by this point, right? Let's see. Okay, light is the short one. Of course, they have the same number of letters for the most part, but it's the one that looks like it starts with a J. Jadunf. Jonf. So let's see, who has Jonf? Jonf? Jonf, there we go. Okay. I guess that's all the Jonf that we get. Here we go. I guess it is 2 light levels, because it looks like it's adding to the torch, maybe. Okay, yeah, it's like, it's 1 because the torch that he had ran out. So let's give him a torch. Is this a good buckler? Oh, yes, this is a... There we go. An upgrade for him. We'll equip the torch so we got 2 light levels. Now let's see what's down here. Here we go. The blue pool. In the steaming basin, the yellowish water gives off an acrid smell. There's another trap. I don't think there's anything else down here. I think it's just that. So this is... Can we take... No, we don't have a vial, so... I think that you can do something with that pool, like you can get a healing potion out of it or something like that. Roger. Roger. For the love of God, Roger. There we go. Yeah, you know, acidic water. It's very healthy to drink. It's the trendy new thing. Like cucumber water or something. You yahoos. Okay, there we go. Alright, so that is all of Prince Hordthkhen's castle. All of that basically to get that quest from him, which we got right away, and then to show you that hidden fountain, which we can't even use yet. With the magic water in it. What are we even doing? Hey! Check it out, she leveled up to level 7, though, from all those monsters that we killed. He's not quite there. And throw away this low-level equipment, because we got plenty of money, honestly, just know where to spend it. Did she... No, okay, we're still level 5 with them. Let's get out of here. And we're going to go ahead and save it. Phew, goodness gracious. Alright, well, so now we have a quest. We need to go and visit Hordthkhen's castle. So here we go. The edge of the marshlands, the water realm. Oh, it's so dark at night. I can't see where I'm going. Where's the moon? Ironically, the moon also kind of like... Oop. Kill it. There we go. Oop. Rats. The moon also comes up in the east and west rather than in the, like, north and south. You can run away from battles, by the by hitting the enter button to group or ungroup. Just in case you need that information. Dang it. Concussion. You hit that like right after a monster appears. Or right before it comes on screen. Lord, where are we? Oh, there's a teleporter. Oh. That's probably good. Whee! This should teleport us to the other side where Hordthkhen's castle is. I didn't realize I was standing close enough. There's the Anak temple. So that's how teleporters work. That's what they look like. Yes, exactly. I love the shark. Also of note, I should specify that in the Super Nintendo version, the shark is not there when you first arrive. It is only there when you go back to Hordthkhen's castle the second time. So when you go in the first time, he's friendly, and he tells you to go and see his sister. You go to her castle, and then when you come back, that's when the shark is in the moat. And I think that they did that because the shark killed so many people in the original version. So, like... Okay, let's go ahead and save it. So this is what the teleporters look like. I think I mentioned these in maybe in the first... Well, I didn't mean to step on it, damn it. There was her castle, too. No, take us back! I think I mentioned this in the first episode while we're going back and forth here. These are on the ground. There is a pair in the Earth Realm here, which takes you from one side to the other, and that is one of the easiest ways if you find it. This one, of course, has a road leading to it to get over the Firestones in the middle. So that way you can go from Hordthkhen's castle to Hordthkhen's. Oh my gosh. I'm turning combat mode, like, off, because you never know, we might run into a friendly merchant and don't want to attack them on the road if we do. I want to be able to talk to them and buy stuff and sell stuff as well. Whee! Yes. There was the temple that we searched so desperately for last time. There we go. And you can see her castle is not that far away. There it is. You can tell this is her castle because there is not a shark. I actually love the teleportation animation where it actually physically flies you from one teleporter to the other. And that you can get back and forth from one end of the Earth Realm to the other to cross the Firestones. In the Water Realm, they have similar teleporters so that you can skip the marshlands in the middle, which can be very difficult to navigate. And then the Air and Fire Realms have a third pair that they share, so there's only 6, not 8, because there's one in the extreme top left of the map, I think, that takes you down to the extreme bottom right of the map. So you go from one corner to the other instead of going across from one side to the other. Alright. Oh, what's this? Hello. Alas, the doors are wide open and the castle has been wrecked. The halls are strewn with corpses. I see, you've got the seal of the Dragon Prince of Earth. The troops and the Dragons of Fire have attacked and captured both the Anhak's sister without forgetting the human. I beg you, warn the prince. So that was a little bit of a mishmash, but basically, yeah, they're saying that the Prince of Fire, his troops, attacked Hordthkhen's castle and took her prisoner. So. Kind of, like when she turns to the side, you can kind of, the way that her hair loops over. It's weird looking. Yes, so now our job is we are supposed to go back and tell Hordthkhen what happened. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go back over here to the teleporter, conveniently placed next to her castle. Oh. No, this is just a grove of trees. I was fooled. There's the teleporter. Let me in. In the SNES version, I believe there's actually special music that plays during this teleportation sequence, where the game just physically picks you up and hurls you from one teleporter to the other. And you get kind of a, you know, wild do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do sort of theme. Because the SNES version had more music than this version. There were several additional tracks made. Okay. So, let's head back over. Can we... Does the light spell work outside? Where's Jonf? Hey, it does. Excellent. That's good to know because I wasn't sure about that. Oop. Get him. Oh, I hate when they run away like that. Unless they're way more powerful than me, and then I love it. Please run away from me. Okay, this is a house, which means that, yes, I'm starting to learn my way around. This road here should go, yeah, kind of to the village. So let's see. consulting our map. So... okay, so we need to turn around and go the other way. We need to go east, I think. I wish we had an active map in this version, but... wait a minute. East. East, there we go. Where the sun rises. Thud. You get concussed and can't hear the music temporarily. Okay, here we go. This is the intersection with the grave in the middle that you must be careful to not step on. Oh, hey! Hello. Hello, hip stranger. Go and pay your respects to the taverner. His mead's worth... no, worth... what am I saying? It's worth trying. New tavern's to the south at the crossroads. Sorry. Okay. Now that is important, actually, because this tavern actually does not appear on the map in the Super Nintendo version, and it's supposed to be because when you meet that guy who directs you to it, he tells you that it's new. So it's not been there long enough to be on the map. Dang it. Funky steering. Alright, so... hi again. Thank you. Telling us about the tavern again. So if we head down here, it's right there. Now there's supposed to be a merchant in here. At least some of the time. Princess has been kidnapped. She's to be taken to Hordthkhen. So Hordthkhen is the water prince. So you have Hordthkhen and Hordthkhen, who are the earth prince and princess. Then you have Hordthkhen and Hordthkhen, who are the water prince and princess. Beware of Hordthkhen, the prince of water. He is dangerous and cruel. A few rumors are flying around. Hordthkhen is said to be taking part in a conspiracy. Yeah, trying to break up the League of the Ninth Tier, right? Come back later, a little richer if possible. And that's all they'll say for right now, so I'm not actually sure in this version maybe what the conditions are for us to gain access to the merchant. Maybe we have to complete a certain amount of the story first? Yeah, Hordthkhen. Prince Uh-oh. Prince Uh-oh. Alright. Dodge the wow. Did you see that the shark was way over here? He was so far over to the right. Well, it's a good thing that we literally just saved it. My advice to you, if you decide to play this game, is literally save it every single time you come to this castle before you try to cross the moat. Every single time. Yeah, jumpy shark. Shark is not friend-shaped. Come on, Rosa, get out, get a hit in. There we go. It's okay to leave combat on in here until you get to Hordthken's chamber. You just don't want to attack him. Okay, let's go tell him the bad news. Come on, everybody. After hearing you, he explodes into a rage. They dare. So be it. I will help you. You must now go to Hordthken's palace. Be wary of him. He is very dangerous. His palace lies to the north of my castle. Leave now. Right now? In the middle of the night? Okay. Fine, I guess. He's not a very hospitable host. And for reference, you can see that each of the Drakkhen have... Okay, I see. He's a punchy hunchback. He's a punchback. Haha. But each of the Drakkhen has like a crown or circlet or something on their heads, and you'll see they have slightly different designs. So, the gems on those crowns are the magical gems that we're supposed to be getting as part of our quest. And yeah. Oh man. Yeah, it's like, I don't even know where that shark came from, man. Just take it with you when you go. You guys want a free shark? And our characters are just like, hell yeah, free shark. Okay. Let's go ahead and we'll cast Jumpf. Well, it's either a freshwater shark or it's a saltwater moat. And I don't know which it is, so I'm gonna say whichever you feel is sillier should be the headcanon. Are you just gonna tell me about the tavern again? Yeah, okay. Thank you. I think that guy always appears somewhere around there to give you that hint. Okay. So, it is not easy or advisable to, it's a bull shark. Do bull sharks live in freshwater? Exploding rats. Double exploding rats, apparently. But it's not easy or advisable to traverse the water realm and the marshes before you complete that quest, which you saw how easy it was to do that, right? But when you cross this line, the game loads up a new area. So here we are in the water realm. Check that out with a whole new theme to listen to. There's a lot more water here, which is very dangerous, and some of the monsters are going to be stronger. So that means that you want to be careful, and you do not want to accidentally come here before you are ready. If you do, it can be a bad time. But I think that with the level that we're at and the equipment that we have, we are as ready as we're gonna be. So, thank you for that, Killer Ooze. This way once led north to the Temple of the Priest, but repeated flooding of the River Kurth has changed the area into an enormous swamp. It is said, however, that the temple stands even now. Cool. I noticed, too, that it turned combat mode automatically off when he appeared, so that might be something good to remember. Because I was worried about accidentally attacking him, because you can do that with NPCs and castles and stuff. I don't know, old man. Like, I'm gonna... Maybe it was a blood ooze. I don't know. Maybe it was from the last guy that it ate. Okay, so we know that Hordthkhen's castle is somewhere to the north of Hordthkhen's. I know it's not all the way to the coast. Okay, here's a road. Let's follow the road and see where it goes. Hello. The territory of our beloved Hordthkhen has often been attacked in the past. The assailants rest in the cemetery you can see to the south. But be warned, even dead, those wicked dogs are dangerous. Okay, so they're warning us about the giant, like, Cerberus head things that will pop up and attack you if you step on a grade. Yeah, the stink dogs. Right, isn't that what you said earlier, Blunt? Okay, there's another crossroads. Okay, well, here's a house anyway. Ooh. And we have here, see, check it out, different artwork. So not all of the interior artwork for the different houses and things are the same. Do come in and take a rest, humans. Are you hungry? My board and lodgings are at your disposal. Well, that's nice. Okay. So let's see. Where the heck are we? Okay, so you can see that Hordthkhen's castle is supposed to be kind of at the end of that row of 3 houses. Or that's Hordthken's castle, I guess, is on the eastern side, and the temple is there in the center where they said that it was flooded, but it still stood. So we've gone too far to the east. I keep getting the sides mixed up, where for some reason I think that the dude castles are on the right and the lady castles are on the left. I don't know why. I don't know why, because they start you out like right where you're supposed to be and they tell you. But y'all know, if you have been with me for any length of time, that I have, like, I don't know, whatever you'd call the... I think I said that not too long ago, like the navigational equivalent of face blindness. So, okay, so we need to go west, is what we need to do. So, let's see, sun's rising over there. So we're going to, there is a teleporter. I'm just going to leave that on. There is a teleporter somewhere, as I said, but I don't know exactly where it's at. So let's just follow the road for now and see how far we can get to start. Yes. Well, it's less peaceful, actually. So here, this is the rough part. You can see, like, this is kind of nasty. You have to go through all of that water, and it's very easy to die because you can just drown. And in the SNES version, what you can do is if you step out on the water, you just pump the L and R shoulder buttons. It will make your character swim. And it can actually be very easy to get across or out of water. And because that's like the regroup buttons on the Super Nintendo version. And so, like, it's harder to do that here. Okay, there's a house. Okay, so Hordthkhen's castle, I think, is right down there. We're going to go to this house first since we can see it. You can still do it, but it is a lot rougher to do in this version. But if you know how to do it, especially on the Super Nintendo version where it is easier, you can actually basically just swim your way across the marsh in the middle, and it might make it a little bit easier to navigate. Okay, there we go. The sun is up. So you can see this artwork a little bit better. I really dislike that the real-time lighting of the environments is tied to interior artwork like this. I don't know why that's the case, because sometimes it can make dialogue and things difficult to read, but now you can see a little more detail because the sun's still up. I found a comfort and wisdom in the middle of the filth. Amongst the toads of the west, the wounded human can hope for mercy from the Father. Okay, that's a clue, I guess, talking about the temple. In fun, Prince Hordthkhen has dismissed me, his faithful servant. That's why I will reveal to you the secret of the keys to his realm. Only magic may keep the dragon's jaws open. Now that is an important clue. Shush, the cemetery is full of blabbermouths. Which is now what we are going to call the weird dog heads that pop up out of the graves, because as far as I know, this is the closest that we get to a canon name for them. Now get out, a passerby is approaching. Don't be seen with me. I don't want him to know that I've turned traitor. Okay, let's come over here. And where's the... I have literally already lost it. Okay, there we go. So we're going to follow this road over here. Okay, so we are pointed south because there's the Earth Realm. So, yeah, honestly, like, I don't hate what they were trying to do, but I hate what they did, if that makes any sense. Road Gator. It's like a rogue gator, but he's out on the highway. Oh, another one. Go get him. Oh, they keep running away. Here, come over here. There we go. cast light again. I'll make it a little bit easier to see. When the moon is all the way up, it's not too bad, but otherwise you almost have to have a light spell on to see. So, like, I don't know what it looks like for y'all. I hope that it's bright enough. Where in the world? Okay, so it's slightly to the northwest of this house. Okay. Slightly to the northwest. Okay, good, good. If it is, like, too dark or something, let me know. Okay, so there's the east. So this is north. So here's the northwest over here. Okay, here's a road. So I think that his castle is kind of like here. Whew, that was nerve-wracking. Yep, okay, here's his castle. Here we go. So, check it out, right? You can see his castle looks a little bit different. I love the little floating hat that it has. Now that's the water symbol, like the alchemical water symbol, but also it looks like one of those, like, fake castle towers with the conical roof on it. It's just got a little hat. Okay, so. Now, watch this. Ta-da! We have a different trap this time. Instead of a shark that guards the moat, we have a castle that just eats you. Nyam. So let's, yes. Right? It's very good. It's very good. But there is a way around it. Now, remember what that servant said. Okay? Only magic can keep the dragon's jaws open. So, I mentioned this before, but we have an unlock spell, which is, I believe. So, let's see, we should have learned it by now. Where is Here we go, this. And now, see? Ta-da! And now it's safe. So, y'all have to help me remember that is unlock. And now, here we are in the water realm. Check it out. Very different. Oh yeah, like to, you mean like to paralyze the door? Or do you just mean in general? Because in general, it's not a bad spell if you can paralyze enemies, but, yeah, if you don't know what the spells are, like, honestly, I would have a hard time, with these runes and stuff. So, you can also, check this out, look here. The door is locked, right? It says, you have just broken into the palace of Prince Hordthkhen, the Prince of Water. And you can see, yes, Crow, like the slime mold and stuff dripping everywhere. It's very watery, very oozy looking. He's got the same force fields, and we're going to have to hit the water symbol this time in order to make them go away rather than the earth symbol. But sometimes you'll see doors like this that normally require a key, and you can use the unlock spell to open them as well. So, yeah, no, I get it, like, no, you right, though. Yeah, you can tell that he got rid of his staff because this place is a mess. But no, Mayroon, I get what you mean, like, because there's not an obvious lock on the drawbridge, So why would you think the unlock spell? And the only reason I'm going to freely admit that I know which spell to use is because of playing the Super Nintendo version, and it's a little bit more obvious, and of course the spell is called Unlock, so... Oop. Oh, that was the wrong symbol, I guess. Which is fine. This is actually a great way to farm for experience and treasure and gear and stuff, if you feel like it, is you can go into the first room of one of these castles, and you can hit the wrong symbol on purpose over and over and over again, and every time you do that, it's going to summon some form of bad guy. Okay, let's see. We don't need that anymore. I am going to go ahead and toss that to make sure she has a slot, because we have one of those shields for everybody now, so it's not really strictly necessary. But see, like, we know this is the Earth symbol, so if we touch this, and it's predictable as well, because as you can see, it's going to summon the same set of enemies every time. So, back over in Hordthkhen's castle, it summons 2 of those hunchbacks in the red shirts every single time. So this is a great way to level grind in a controlled environment. Oh, one of them had a bludgeon, and I guess the other one had a jacket. But see, look, we've gathered some experience on the way here, but look how much she's grabbed. And you can see how little difference there is for now Rosa she's gotten a little bit more because she's been using unlocked spells and healing and some fireballs, but you can see how little Jared has gotten, how little difference has been made since the beginning of the stream, because he's getting in the fewest hits on our enemies, which is why sometimes you're going to find that very quickly the Amazon and the Scout especially, just because they are up front, they are hitting and like accurately striking the enemy the most often, and usually wind up getting the killing blow because of their physical combat prowess. And so because of that, they suck up experience points, and your spellcasters tend to get left behind. Especially early on that happens because your magician and your priest cannot stay competitive, since they run out of MP very quickly. So even if your spells like Fireball or Lightning or whatever it's called do a lot of damage, first you have to successfully hit before you get anything at all, and then chances are still good that you are not going to get the killing blow. You might, but if the Amazon or the Scout steals it from you, then it just is what it is. So, let's see here. Is this water? Yeah, because I have to remember my classical elements. I said outside that little conical hat looked like the symbol for water, and I was wrong, obviously, because that's not it. So I forgot my symbols, and also that must mean... Oop. Oh, it's a big guy. Oh my. Oh, he's very big. No. Dang it. Hit him. Why are they not hitting? Well, it doesn't matter. I'm going to load it anyway, but dang. That's a big boy. He's kicking our butts. There we go. Yeah, I think that his AC maybe was just too high. Okay, let's see here. Where is... There we go. Haha. There we go. So we're back inside. But anyway, that means that, ironically, the tower does just have a ridiculous conical roof on it, I guess. Like an ill-fitting conical roof. Because this is air, I believe. This is fire. This is earth pointing down, and this is water. Because they're like, these are the heavy elements and these are the light elements. There we go. Alright, shall we go left first, or shall we go straight? We don't do anything straight on this channel. I know what y'all are going to say. I'm just going to go this way. Let's see here. Where is our light spell? And there we go. And I'm going to set her on Fireball. Okay. Is this a door? Yes, it is. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. Oh, there's 2 of them. Oh, goodness gracious. That's not good. There is, by the way, a resurrection spell that your priest can eventually get. I should point that out. You go set her back to Fireball. There we go, just in case. And back over here. Maybe we will go straight forward instead. So you don't get it until later on, but... Oh, the color of hope is not always beneficial. Something just said that in here. Okay. Oop, oop. Come on. Careful, careful. Take one of them down now. Oof. These guys are tough. But this also just kind of goes around in a loop, so... Maybe we can avoid them for now, actually. But you can see how difficult the game is, because this is after I have done level grinding and farmed up to the level that we are now. You know, Tiffany is level 7, we have all this armor, so... Yeah. Like I said, because this is after the grinding that we've already done. So, here, let's see. Let's try this. Ooh. So you're casting Fireball there. Ooh, we got one of them. Okay. Joomph. And... Spell has no effect. Okay, so there's not a locked door in this room, I guess. So that has to be opened with a switch or something somewhere. Okay. Well, that light spell didn't last very long. Of course, it's like based on color of hope's not always beneficial. It's based on her intelligence or whatever. Okay, we can go through this door. Oop. Oh god! Oh god, a giant spider and this guy! Oh no! This is vicious, you're right. Man, Okay, we may just have to, do something else. So, okay. I want to sit idly by. Okay, so here is the air realm, right? You can see, I love the razor line along the border here. Ooh, here's a new enemy. A water elemental. Pretty cool. So, I think what we may have to do is go get some better equipment. Yeah, what difficulty curve? What curve? It's the difficulty mesa that you have to climb and then fight on top of it. So, there are traveling merchants. Oh, I stepped on a grave. Oh no. It's a blabbermouth. Oh my gosh, we got one though. We killed it. Oh. Not before it got Tiff, but I didn't realize that I was... See, look how it's blending in. I didn't realize that I stepped on a grave. You know what? I wonder if we can just do that on purpose, because Jared's got Fireball too. Hey! We got one. There we go. Now again, I do want to stress that those guys, to the best of my knowledge, they are not worth any experience points. And they do respawn. You saw the grave was still there, so like if you back up and kick the same grave again, they will pop right back up and you'll have to fight them again. A grave mistake. Oh my god, you're worse than me. A grave error indeed. And yes, old man, that's like... The people who put bodies in the ground on this island must be way higher level than we are, because they do it every day. So... Okay, where is... Oh, there we go. Jumph. Reset her spells in case we need to turn them on. So anyway, there are traveling merchants, but they are unreliable because they're random encounters. There is a fire elemental. Oop, and there's some kind of weird thing. I don't know what the heck that is. You got a brief look at it before it got deaded, but at least it did get deaded. We did kill it. The air music is so sinister. I kind of love it. And you can see this is like a tundra level, so you can see the ice formations and stuff. But anyway, so since that merchant in the tavern down in the Earth Realm won't see us for whatever reason, I am going to try and locate the weaponsmith, or like the one... Oh, there's that thing again. Some kind of weird Medusa-looking thing with like white hair and a crown and like a snake tail. Okay, so here is the teleporter that goes to the Fire Realm. So we don't want to step on that. But here in... There's a road that just goes off the edge of the map. Here in the Air Realm, there is a shop that you can always, like, rely on. It's always there. And you can always go to it to buy and sell things. And I think it's over on the eastern side because that's where all of the houses are. So... Okay, so let's see. There's the temple. You got anything to say, bud? Welcome to this holy place. Shield the lowly, grace the weak, be mindful of the law I speak. The strong will surely die by tears, and death will flee when jade appears. Show me those of your weary band, in need of help and a healing hand. And this is... I don't know what you have to do. I guess you... Riches cannot win your head, die, and without jade, stay dead. I'm not sure exactly what you have to do in this version to activate the healing, so... I feel like we had more treasure before I came in here. I'm gonna load it and make sure. Did we... No, I guess not. Oh, look though. Oh, one of those things dropped some good stuff. Oh, we got the good shit now. Look at this. Sword large +1. That's actually a magic sword and a vial ×1 of cure. So now we have a potion that cures poisoning. Okay, let's see. Let's give this to him. And the sword. This was worth coming up here already. Watch. Boom. Awesome, awesome, awesome. That by itself was worth the trip. That's going to make so much difference. Okay, let me save it to make sure that that's did. That stays did. Okay. Where are you, son? That's the road pointing up towards the temple, so I'm gonna assume... I think that this is... east. Oh. Tiffany inflicts 22, 25. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Boom. That's a big damage jump. Okay. Yeah, see, 13 damage versus Jared's hitting for 3. Wow. So that kind of gear increase makes a huge impact on gameplay. Which is why I wanted to come up here and see. Here's one of the castles. This is one of the air castles. So we have to be close. If that's the castle, then the houses should be like right over here-ish, I think. Dang it. Somewhere around here, I hope. Come on, houses. Where are you hiding? That's the edge of the island. I'm probably too far out. I need to go down a little bit. Ooh, an earth elemental, I think, is what that is. Whoo! Whoo! Oh my gosh, that almost killed her, but... Oh my gosh, we got almost 400 coins from that. Oh, and this ring! We got a new ring, look. Let's see what it is. Ooh, a ring of power. I actually don't know what that does. But I am gonna save it, though. I am gonna save it. I'm gonna assume that increases damage? Come on. Where is the setting sun? Ooh, some kind of weird demon. Oh, that's my bad. Oh, never mind. I was about to say that was because I didn't heal Tiffany. And I mean, I still should. But... that thing just seemed really powerful also, so... There we go. He can't even hit himself with that spell. Here, maybe you can do it. There we go. Come on. Good enough. There we go. Okay. Better to have no MP than no HP. I have no idea what that was, but it died really quickly, so I don't care. I am so lost. Okay, here's a road. It goes to a dead end. There's nothing. Ooh! Oh, that's one of the weirdest enemies in the game, this Shadow Man. I can't tell if he ran or if we got him. I think we got him. You didn't get to see that really well because it was dark. But it's this super weird, like, this guy who is just, like, made out of darkness with a red heart. And he shoots lasers out of his heart at you. Yeah. Very strange. Very spooky. Okay. There's a lake. I need a landmark of some kind. Okay, that's not a road. I thought that it was. Okay, that's east. That helps. So this is west. Come on. There should be a whole row of houses. Oh my gosh. Somebody out there knows exactly how to, like, navigate this place without referring to a map or anything. Like, they just know their way around, and that person is a witch. Whoever they are. I just want to find the weapon shop. Oops, there he is. See, look at that. Super weird. Okay, where are you, son? I immediately lost my bearings. Landmarks like that, like those clusters of icicles or groves of trees and things, I'm sure are very helpful when you know what they are. Okay, this is the edge of the map. So at least this means we know, like, we have to be going east over here. Did I manage to turn around and go all the way back to the other side? Because that teleporter is in the corner. So I'm just going to keep the edge of the island here at my left, because we know that that means if that's on the left-hand side, then we have to be going east when we travel this way. There's another one of those weird things. Yeah, I'm moving east now. Ooh, a scepter. Check that out. Look at that. That's like a magic wand of some kind. Those are also, like, kind of rare and very good items. So let's see. Okay, that's a scepter of invisibility. So the way that scepters work, they're accessories just like a ring. And the scepter allows you to, like, automatically cast the spell whenever you're in combat mode, I believe is the way that it works. So, like, you'll just cast invisibility as soon as you go into combat, which that is really useful for scouting, so that you can go through rooms in a castle and just instantly cast invisibility for no cost if there is an enemy in that room that wants to kill you, so that you can navigate around them and they won't aggro on you. And it looks like Rosa became level 6 somewhere along the way too. Nice. So that's another save, because I don't want to lose that scepter. Okay. We've got a ways to go, because if I manage to somehow get all the way over there in the northwest corner... Oop, that's some kind of ghost. They're dropping... Is this an... Oh, it dropped another scepter. What kind is this one? Ooh, it's a scepter of strength. +2. Well, that's very cool. You know what? Maybe we can give that to him, because he doesn't have an accessory equipped right now, and that will help to make up for her having a magic sword. Oop. No, not load. Save. Save progress. Thank you very much. Alright. Houses. Somewhere around here. You can see how this area would be, like, really dangerous. Oh, here we go. Here's a house. Ta-da! Finally, we found something like what we're looking for. Check this out, though. They live in these igloos. I love this art. The old man with his fireplace and the skull on the wall. Sorry, I ain't had no time. Gotta get to the blacksmith to sharpen my scythe. Good, that is also where we want to go. Okay, so assuming this is the first house, and there was like a row of 3 or 4 of them. They should all be... Oh, here's one. Should all be fairly close together. I've seen you in my salad plot, so I won't talk to you, you bums. Ain't I great growing salads on an ice sheet like this? And you sure got better to do than to stupidly stand like idiots, so get out of here. Wow. The most hospitable guy. I love that for us. Okay, so there are 4 houses. This might be number 2 going from left to right. So that if that's the case, then the next one should be really close, and there'll be another gap. And I think the one to the extreme right, to the northeast of the castle, is the weaponsmith. I think. I think. Let's see here. Come on. Anything? Oh, there's the next one. What has this guy got to say? You better take a look at yourselves, you tramps. If you want to fight, then go to the blacksmith. It's straight on southward, halfway from the edge of the marshes. Oh, okay. Straight south of here, you say? From the edge of the marshes. I don't know if that's true. But that gives us a landmark, so let's go over here and see if we can find that last house. Okay, it looks like maybe that was the last house. So we missed the first one, and the first one that we visited was actually house number 2, I guess, which is why there was a big gap between this one and that other one. Yeah, I love when they just explode like that. They just pop. Okay, I'm checking to see if we got anything good. Okay. Here you are. So, same straight southwards. Halfway between here and the marshes, he said. Okay. There's another row of ice blocks. Ah! My face. I love how you do that and then the music like slowly comes back like you've got tinnitus or something. Like you've been in an explosion and your hearing is slowly returning. Okay, well there's the marshes. Okay, so the blacksmith. Dang it. He must be around here somewhere. This is so funny. This has been like the whole second half of the episode is just looking for this shop. Ah! I hope it's entertaining y'all, because it's entertaining me. Ah! The weird shadow man. Go away. So spooky. I'm so spooked right now. It's Slender Man, y'all. Oh! Here we go. Oh. For heaven's sake. At last. Okay. Oh, here we go. And look at this. This one actually has interactivity, right? Like as you move around, you get little magnifying glasses. You can't actually talk to him with this button here. So, yeah, the sword house. So, oh man, yeah, because you can't tell, right? Like they show up, and you saw too that sometimes they're different sizes. It's obviously the same monster, but we saw like the shorter version the first couple times, and then that guy was just huge. He just takes up half the screen. and he just is this faceless shadow blob, this silhouette that shoots you from his laser heart. And I can never tell if I've killed one or not because they just go away. They don't explode when they die or whatever. So, but anyway, so here we go. He even has animation, look at that. Dagger. Shoes, so this is weapons. If you click on the sword. This is armor, if you click on the helmet. Okay, and up here, if you click on this shield, then of course it's shields. And you can see here are types that we don't have access to yet, that we haven't seen. And then over here, okay, so dagger, sword, a large sword. I love how it's just called sword large. It's sort of large. A rod, a bludgeon, oh, a bow. It's called arch for some reason. I don't know why, but a bow. Now this is really useful because having a bow gives your character access to a ranged attack that does not take MP, and this is the only way to get it. So it's actually kind of smart to purchase a bow and give one to all of your characters and have them hang on to it, because you have seen, like from the first episode where some of those weird Zodiac constellation monsters jumped down out of the sky and attacked us in the middle of the night for no reason. Well, some monsters like that fly, and if you don't have a spell, you'll have a really hard time hitting them unless you've got a bow. So we are going to buy some of those. And that's all that he's got for right now, so... Okay, so we'll get some bows, we'll get a large sword, probably for most people. I'm thinking we might get our scout a sword, and then just get bows for our spellcasters, and just leave the bows equipped all the time, and that way they don't have to get into melee combat, no matter whether they have a spell turned on or not. What do y'all think? Like, maybe we'll just make them archers. And then they will be out of combat and will get hit less. And then here we've got shoes, we've got boots, which are the upgrade of shoes, which we'll need a pair of these probably for Rosa because she can't wear greaves. Then we have a mail coat. There's a shirt, a jacket, there's a starter robe, and here's the upgraded robe. There's another robe. Oh, helmets. We haven't gotten any helmets yet. This is the base helmet. This is like the upgraded helmet with spikes on it. Here's an even better helmet. And then we have, like, this is the first actual shield we can get versus, like, this is a light buckler, a medium buckler, and a large buckler, I guess, or like a heavy buckler. So what I'm going to do for some of these is I am going to purchase one at a time to make sure, like, who can equip what. Also, let's see, we need to, when you click into their inventories here, it's going to give you an opportunity to pick items up, and just like we can drag them down on the well to discard an item, you can also drag them onto the shopkeeper and sell it. We'll buy that for 72 jades. Yes, thank you. We don't need this sword anymore. He'll buy that for 24 jade. So you can see even fairly basic items will net you a reasonable amount of cash, like this medium buckler, 24 jade. So you can see why I was throwing away things like the bludgeons or the shirts, because they're just not worth enough to carry around. But some of this stuff, like, see this cuirass, he'll buy that for 66. These greaves, 42. So some of the halfway decent equipment sells for like a pretty good amount. Okay. 589, 188. He has no money, but that's okay because we can buy stuff with another character and give it to him. So, like, whatever. 459. And she's got over 1,000. Okay. Let's start with a bow. Oop, no. Okay, let me buy it. Okay, I think this is the... Do you want this object? Okay, so there we go. Yeah, you have to hit the take button. Yes. There we go, and the little hand pops up, putting money on the counter. Okay, so... She can use the arch. We can be pretty sure that the scout can as well. So there we go. Now, can our priest use it? Yes, he can. Now, most importantly, perhaps, can Rosa use it? Yes, she can. Alright, so we are going to sell this sword. Oh no, did he only have one bow? Ooh, so he might have limited stock. Huh, Oh, okay, so his inventory is going to change. Okay, that's useful to know. In that case, since there is only one bow, it's a good thing that Rosa has it. Okay. So let's save it. And we saw a male coat in there, and I want to see who can wear that. Now we know these boots she can wear, so we're going to get a pair of those for Rosa. We have some more boots. Now the boots are not going to be as good of an armor for your feet as the greaves are, so everybody else is good. We just need one set of boots. There's the male coat. Shirt, jacket. There's the cuirass, which we just sold him. Robe. There's greaves and helmets. Okay, so it looks like the stuff that we're selling is being added to his inventory, perhaps? I wonder if that's in total, like maybe if you sell him 3 swords, if he now has 3 more swords to sell you. Not that it matters. Okay, so let's buy a male coat. Do you want to buy this object? Yes, I do. Is there more than one? Does it matter? No, that's the only male coat that he has. Okay. I don't know why I left. Okay, the male coat is not as good as the cuirass, but one of them may be able to wear it. Okay, yes. She can equip the male coat, and look at that, that is plus 6 AC. And that's like going on over the level, like on the same layer that a jacket would. So there you go, you can kind of see it. But she can't wear a jacket because it takes up the same, like, slot, sort of, as a robe. Okay, so that is a good buy. So let's sell these shoes, and that means that it's stacking and it doesn't actually take up any additional space. Okay, now we need helmets. Definitely give us this helmet, please. Okay, so this helmet is going to be worth 10 protection. 10 whole AC. And I think everybody can wear a helmet. Okay, no. Object forbidden to this class. Yeah, okay, so only one of them can wear it. In that case, we're going to give it to her. Okay. Now we're going to buy this helmet for him. This one is not as good, it's only plus 8 AC, but let's see, because different types of shields and armor can be used by different people, so it may be that one of these can be used by them, and it doesn't look like it. No. Okay, so that's fine. I think, was it Mayroon? Did you say that Roger's basically the barbarian of the party? And now he officially is. Look at that. Well, wait a minute. There. Now he's officially a barbarian. The pixelated pecs. It really does. It really does add something, and fortunately for us, what it adds is 8 AC. Okay, now, that smaller helmet is like the lightest one. So I'm guessing that Jared and Rosa probably cannot buy it, or wear it rather, but we're gonna check and see just in case. It's only 30 jade, so let's see. Because we have two better helmets, so if one of them can't wear it, come on, Jared, come on. No, okay. Well, that's all right. That is why we save. Okay, now, last check. Do you have anything else that's good? He doesn't, even though he has a shelf up here that's got like a spell book and a potion on it, he doesn't actually sell accessories, which is a shame. Okay. Okay, looks like that's all the armor we have access to right now, so let's buy a shield then. Do you want this object? I most certainly do. Ooh. Okay, and that's only going to add 2 protection, but that still is better than 2 less protection. There we go. Okay. And you take this one. And what we're actually going to do is we're going to give this shield to Rosa because she needs it more, because that's the only way we can boost her AC at the moment. And likewise, this one we're going to give to Jared because his AC is 29 since he can't wear a helmet. So 31, there we go. And that's it, because now the only other shield he has in stock is the ones that we already have. So that's the best we can do, folks. Whew. Well, that's a huge difference, though. That's a huge difference. Because we got another magic ring, we got 2 magic scepters, we got a potion, and look at this. In addition to getting a bow, which is going to keep her out of melee where her 21 AC is not as good, yeah, exactly, we should die very slightly less than we were. Also, please enjoy, yeah. yeah, it just took 2 whole episodes to get to this point. But y'all see why this is necessary, though. And sometimes, as you advance the plot, you've got to come back up here to the weaponsmith, and his inventory is going to change, I think, as the story is pushed forward. Or it might be based on your level. Because look, Tiffany's level 8 from those monsters that we killed. He's still level 6, 5, she's level 6. But we picked up some more magic rings. We got these scepters. She's at 39 AC. He's at 37, 31. So everybody's broken 30, but Rosa has a bow. How she can use this bow while she's also using that little shield, I don't know. I guess she is as Scoochie on top of it. Comedy jokes. But please enjoy the way that this helmet just perches on top of Tiff's hair. Like, it's very obviously, because, like, look, his is kind of appropriately where it's supposed to be, but hers is just, like, she can't get it down all the way over her luxurious locks. Thank you. Yes, it's so good. It's so good. It's one of my favorite things. So, Yeah, it maybe a bit, but his is at a forgivable height. Hers is very obviously just like not where it's supposed to be. So, yeah, very powerful 80s hair, big perm, the biggest perm. Her helmet cannot defeat her hair. So, yeah, his is sitting a little far forward, like he's got it tilted forward like Mickey Rooney. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna call it here, because we did make some significant progress, and also since I'm here in the north anyway, this is a good place to do some more level grinding, which I will do. I'll farm that for us in between this stream and the next one, which will be next Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, which is New York and Miami time here in the U.S. I hope that you'll join me then, and don't forget, of course, follow and subscribe if you aren't already. Whether you're watching on Twitch right now, or whether you're watching on YouTube after I add this to the playlist tomorrow. Well, today for you, if you're watching it, whenever today is. And again, down in the video description are links to all of my social media, and also to where you can get this game for yourself. So follow over on Twitter, pledge on our new Patreon, follow on Facebook, DM me or tweet at me, let me know how you are liking the game. And if you play it for yourself, tell me about your party and your adventures. Send me screenshots. I love it. I love it. I want to know about your Drakkhen experience, whether that's the NES version or Super NES version, or if that's the DOS port or what have you. And I'll catch you in the next stream, whether it's Chrono Cross, Disciples 2, or back here for Drakkhen. And until then, as always, thanks for playing.